Greetings everyone! A quick recap from our last video. We finished exploring the town, picked up some additional quests, found some additional funds, picked up some items also, and one piece of gear. Also met our first pawn. The mayor was very knowledgeable on what the pawn was and roughly where it came from and its behaviors, which is a almost human-like humanoid with no ambitions, with the sole purpose to help you in your achievements. Pretty nice companion. We've got one last quest I want to try to turn in before we head out of town, where we'll hopefully get to experience more combat and progress the story. I hope you enjoy. Now, I believe the merchant fellow, I'm assuming he's a merchant, the one where the relative died to save him. I believe he lives over here. Well, I guess I'm stupid. It's right there on the mini-map. So I'll have to guess. Oh, so the night system does have implications, so is it just for people who have homes, or... I don't see a clock anywhere I look, though. So, I guess you just go off visuals. Some people do sleep, or if it's certain people, because the guys in the street earlier, they're still there. So I guess only certain people are affected by the day cycle, or day-night cycle. Very interested to see how deep that system actually goes. Like, how much of an effect it has on the gameplay. I don't see no one here to buy.
Though I'm not certain they're open.
You're absolutely correct. They're not open.
The produce looks quite fresh.
When I go to equipment, can I change rooks also? Or is it just me? Oh, I can. What have we got? Rook. Ironclad staff. Ooh, we got good staff. Why does he have two little icons of rank? So that just means he's rank 2. I wonder if rank means level, or if it's a different thing, like you get, 2 levels, or 4 levels, or X amount of levels, you get additional rank, and this is locked also. Okay, so I'm gonna go with businesses are not open at night. Now I just gotta kind of wonder, when does night start? Also, I'm noticing the weight icon beside my name. What does weight affect? I'm assuming it's like speed, maybe stamina gain. Let me go ahead and get all the new off these items and figure out what I'm doing next.
Chief Adaro will no doubt have wise counsel, should you have need of it.
Guess Rook's letting me know that I can go talk to him, maybe for guidance on what I'm supposed to be doing next. If we leave, can we just not come back? Well, it is nighttime, so they will be more active. That makes me wonder if the tips.
This path should see us there.
Oh, thanks, Rook. Always trying to point you in the right direction. Seems that the game is reminding me that there is an autosave, but there's a manual save that I may want to use. That just lets me know I'm probably going to die. I picked up a lot of items that seem like they could spoil. I wonder if spoiling is a thing in this game. I guess we'll figure it out as we play. There we go. I'm sorry, did that say add oil? Oh, suck all. I'll put that away. I'm gonna waste the oil for that. Apparently we're gonna be rocking this awesome music. This is that kind of serene music that'll bring calmness to like the most intense situations. Probably want this playing during certain events where it's a little bit too amped up. Leave the music running, just brings you back down. You're like, oh, don't worry. This isn't a pivotal, catastrophic point in the game. It's just a calm stroll through the meadow. Kind of like listening to the Fallout radio when you're in the middle of a death match with a death claw. And much like in town, I'm sure I'm going to search all of this to the best of my ability. Looking for, well, anything really. I'm not going to go any specific. I just want to find everything I possibly can that will assist this adventure. So, probably going to waste a lot of time doing that. I hear wolves? How close am I? I hear footsteps. Ooh, that's fast. Not what I was expecting. The combat's kind of clunky in the prologue. These guys all make fast. I'm doing no damage. Am I missing?
It's weak to fire.
Weak to fire. Do I have to cast a fire spell, or can I change the element on my staff? I don't know. Oh, what's this? Ooh. Nope. Man, can you lock on to things?
Take my fire.
Okay, I suck. In my defense here, in most games, your melee attacks still do relatively decent damage, even as a mage character, and my staff is glowing red. So I assumed I could do something melee-wise, but I concede now that that was just a bad idea. I learn as I go. I mean, yeah. Oh, I hope this is a heal and not a buff. Oh, it is a heal. I did not go back up to max HP though. I wonder if it's one of those things like if you a percentage of damage you take is just quote unquote permanent damage, or at least a certain type of damage that can't be healed unless you have a certain healing item, maybe a rest. Like I stated, that noise, is that part of the music? That dun dun thing? Is that just like a warning dangers nearby? Is that an audio cue? Like I've heard it twice now, and when I thought I seen enemies. There it is again. So must be something to do with combat. At least I'm hoping so. I'm doing more damage to the goblins this time. Oh yeah, they buffed me again. So I should do more damage. Rook again is very knowledgeable. I love this MP system. I love how communicated they are.
No, they hold the advantage. Take aim for their chieftain. There, with the helm.
So let it go. Okay. I feel like this does better damage, but it doesn't have the cool factor. Or the CC. I mean, this right here clearly stuns him. Or it knocks him back.
Help me.
Maybe it has a higher chance of... Oh no, he's down. Coming, Rook. Need you, buddy. You carry the stable. Wow, that revive is extremely fast. That's so nice, honestly.
Help me.
The cutaway and now the wolves are involved, so we're fighting the wolves and the goblins. Oh, he's gonna heal. No, he's not. Oh, I thought I was gonna get attacked by the wolf, but apparently that has a very large hitbox. That spell got the one beside me. You missed. Oh, I couldn't help myself. See? Killed him with a melee attack. I don't see myself using the melee attack very much. I mean, it was very bad. Not to mention the limited range, speed of attack. Like it's all not very good. Also, that was a pretty good scrap for just being outside the starting town. This is our first combat area, really, and that's a pretty lengthy engagement with a lot of other things kind of adding into the fight. Makes me wonder, like, how many groups of goblins was that? How many groups of wolves stepped in on that one? I mean, I didn't get too much danger to that one, but Rook went down twice, or like once, mauled once, almost went down twice. I mean, that wasn't an easy fight for just starting out. I guess there's a difference between, well, maybe it's different in the daytime, nighttime cycle. I haven't been outside during a daytime cycle, so I have nothing to compare it to at this point. Ooh, a chest. Oh yeah, searching for the loot. Speaking of loot, we killed a lot of things, and I don't see the ground speckled with materials. Does combat just not drop much in this game? And what kind of items drop? I mean, we fought a lot of goblins. I would assume we get goblin weapons. I didn't see them wearing goblin armor. Maybe they try to offset the loot drop from the mobs with the amount of chests and things in the area. Random jugs of oil. And water. Oh, an NPC is being attacked. I swear I walked down there a while ago. This must be a dynamic event. Oh, it's letting me know. Save this guy. Why? Man, it's just bad habits. Fight or flee, so you can just decide that the NPC is not worth trying to save. Well, let's try to save him. I mean, that's what I want to do. Get this guy off me because he'll kill me. Gotta run. I don't see the blue life bar anymore for the NPC. Rook's almost dead again. Or down. But the NPC's not dead. He's just kind of in a down state. Maybe I can heal him after the fight. Hopefully. Maybe not. No. No. Heal him, Rook. Come on, Rook. Please. Oh man. My lack of skill and combat experience in this game. So I screwed up several attacks. Kept trying to melee when I should have been, or I was trying to charge my spell, and he's dead. Dead. That's all my fault. I sincerely feel bad about that.
Dishonor! Dishonor on your whole family!
Okay, so definitely a harsh lesson there. I wonder if that's like a true dynamic quest though, or if there's one of those kind of like welcome to the game things that was supposed to trigger during the day when I was... Oh, plus complete. Oh, for killing the rabbits. Okay. I mean, that's cool. But back to that quest, I wonder if there's like a dynamic spawn, or if it's more of a, you know, I should have come out of the town a long time ago during the day and it's supposed to just trigger. A glowing rock. Is that mineable? Do I need a pickaxe? I'm actually kind of shocked I haven't found a pickaxe. Rook is looking pretty beat up. My interaction button isn't lighting up, so I guess I need a pickaxe for it to light up. Okay, well I'll go to town. If I don't find one in a minute, I'll go back to town and grab one, because I'm interested in on, you know, what can I mine and what can I create with it. There's a fire down there, and looks like a whole other little beach area for me to explore. And while they do seem to have herbs and little trinkets here and there, pretty much litter in this place, which makes you want to explore everywhere, I don't know how useful any of this stuff is. So I don't know if it's just they've kind of pumped it up, like, oh, look at all the stuff you can find, yay. But then it's like you find out later it's just a bunch of useless mess that you should never pick to start with. And right now I'm doing is pretty much just getting the new icons off stuff and reading a few descriptions here and there. I'll waste way too much time doing this. I'm just kind of trying to blow through it. But mainly removing the new icons from stuff, so if I do pick up something I'm like, oh, that's interesting, what is that? It'll be a lot easier for me to find, because I had like the little flashing new icon on it. I did pick up a bunch of like hides and meat from these rabbits. I feel like I want to kill them like every time I get a chance. Plus they give experience. And I don't know on the crafting system if those hides I can actually make, you know, armor out of it or something. Like I don't know what the crafting system scheme actually is. But definitely a lot of rabbits. So yeah, I get 2 with 1 light attack. That's pretty crazy. He gave me a fire buff. I feel like that was because of rabbits. Ah, hear it. The goblin. Oh, there he is. Okay, so even though Rook didn't say anything to me, the buffing was a kind of a subtle indicator. Okay.
Many plants grow in the shade of tall trees or in dense woods.
You were just full of useful information, Rook. And I really enjoy the verbal NPCs, so I hope that never changes. Really helps that bond thing where you actually care if your NPC party members die. And it'll help when later on I get more pawns. Hopefully they'll talk a lot but not over each other. You can't understand anything. Well, Rook was real poignant on that one when he just yelled goblin. You know, swinging a miss on that. And hopefully y'all can be proud of me because, as you can notice, not meleeing. You know, honestly didn't need to melee that much in that fight where I was trying to save the NPC. I just kept screwing up inputs. I wonder how often things respawn, like resources, or these chests. How often these respawn, or if it's one of those things like you find them one time, it's never coming back. A greeting to you, a warm greeting to you.
Goblins ill like fire.
Oh, level 5, huge landmark. I'm really loving the fire debuff on the goblins. Get on fire, they just run around. They're pretty much useless for the rest of the fight. Or maybe it comes off after a while, or goes off after a while, but I haven't let them live long enough to see how long the dot actually lasts. And more rabbits. I know my weight's gonna become an issue too. I mean, I'm picking up way too much stuff for it not to. But I'm hoping as long as I stay away from the encampment, I should have a chance to go back and either sell or something to help weight management. Really don't want to get close to the encampment because I don't know if it's like a cutscene is gonna trigger, and then it's gonna just whisk me off somewhere random. Like I don't know. I mean, they've already brought in like teleporting from other dimensions or whatever, with a dragon and a pawn. For all I know, they have the same kind of teleportation magic here too. So I get there and they're like, "Hey, glad you're here." Poof. I'll have to go somewhere else. I mean, more likely, you are the chosen one. We must whisk you away to the capital city for training immediately. And then I lose the opportunity to loot any of this. And then you get like later someone's, you know, in the comment sections like, "Oh moron, if you checked around this one area and right outside the encampment, you actually find a sword that's mid to late game." So many people miss it, you know. RPGs like doing stuff like that. Like commonly using like short sword or something, and then all of a sudden you find like flame saber. Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but I have a flask of water. More flowers. Hey. At least we got that part of the quest done for the flower lady, who runs the infirmary. Definitely want to turn those back into her, but she doesn't seem to be affected as far as like accessibility from the daytime nighttime cycle. So, you know, whenever we go back and move there, she'll be there.
Careful, a goblin.
Apparently there's a goblin. I don't know where. Thought maybe I could get lucky on the auto lock system, let me know where he's at without actually seeing him. As I progress, I'll learn the noises better. Oh, there he is. I like how even the light shots, they feel impactful with the noise, the sound it makes. The light attacks can put the flame debuff on them, or the DOT. Well, both, which is wonderful. It just lacks the knockback effect. So I still want to cast a big fireball when I can, especially as an opener.
This path should see us there.
Would be kind of cool, like when your staff's enhanced with fire, if you hit straw or a barrel or wood, anything flammable, it actually caught fire.
Many plants grow in the shade
For your crimes against the kingdom, trying to burn down the local town, you were hereby sentenced to death. And also I've noticed I can break more things than I used to be able to. Is that a oh, is that a strength thing? Or is it a weapon damage thing? Like, oh, well, your weapon damage is now this high, so now you can break these other things that you couldn't break before. Like to actually have an HP count on them, opposed to just a strength requirement, you need to break them. Because I wasn't breaking barrels earlier. Now I'm like one-shotting them. Cape flower, that's new. I think I picked up enough. I think it's time to go back into town. Turn that one quest in to the guy who wanted us to deliver the bad news to the relative of the man who saved his life. Well, so we'll go ahead and do that. And hopefully the item, well, the item shops will be open too. So that'd be grand. We're a little over 20 minutes, so this is probably a good place to stop anyways. But yeah, when we come back next time, we'll go to the item shops and check for gear. I was hoping we'd find some starter gear, weapons, something, but we haven't found anything additional since we left town. Not from the goblins, which I assumed they dropped some kind of gear. They did not. We've opened several chests, no gear to speak of, but money. So we have enough funds at this point. I feel safe enough that we can purchase some things. Because we play most games, you don't know how finite money is actually going to be. So I was being really stingy off the start, but we found enough. I feel like we could splurge, you know, 2, 3, maybe 5,000 at the most on some gear to get us off the, well, the fisherman gear that we started out in, and the old man walking staff that we have for a weapon. So we'll do that, progress the quest that we currently have as far as we can. Then we'll come outside to finish exploring the beach area, or as close as we can to the encampment without triggering the cutscene or next action. And then we'll see how far we can get. And hopefully I've been entertaining enough for you to look for the next video, and I thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.